Well, it's that time of year again. Senator Rand Paul's Festivus for the American Taxpayer Report is here, airing the government's grievances and a whopping $1.6 trillion in alleged waste. Highlights include drunken ferrets, cocaine-dosed dogs, beagles under controversial studies, and monkeys playing video games, all funded by you, by me, the taxpayer. The report also slams Biden-era infrastructure spending, noting that $7.5 billion was approved for electrical vehicle chargers, but only 68 stations are actually up and running nationwide. Lou, when you get down into this report, there's some really shocking things that we just enumerated. A couple of other things. $5.2 million, that's how much was spent on dosing the cocaines. He notes again, apparently we've done this before. $13.8 million went toward the beagle experiments. I thought we were a nation of pet lovers and animal lovers, but apparently not.
Yeah, and I think in this day and age, too, there's no excuse for that. We have technologies where we don't have to test on animals, any type of things like this. I think what's more frustrating is that it only comes out once a year. Why are we not shining the light on this every day of every week to bring down costs and wasteful spending in government? Because, I mean, if you look at this, what was the top line number?
1.6
trillion, right? So that's,
trillion.
I wanted to make sure it was with a T,
Yeah.
because if I think about that, that's equivalent to the taxes that have been paid by the bottom 60% earners. It's about half of our Social Security spending each year. Like, this is a huge number that's getting just basically lit on fire. And that's your hard-earned capital, our hard-earned capital for working.
I'm infuriated by the animal aspect of this, number one. Number two, it goes to the point that I was making earlier this week, which is that we are a very wealthy nation. Those of us who pay taxes, we pay them, for the most part, people do, without being too grumpy about it. We have plenty of money to do the things that we need to do, but when you're spending and wasting money in this way, like you say, $1.6 trillion, that is not insignificant. There was something, the animal testing just drives me insane, especially with all of the technology and AI coming online. Leave the animals alone. They did experiments with monkeys too that I just find
Are you reading
metal
that?
head posts.
Screwing the metal head posts into their skulls to force them to play video games?
It sounds more like
what,
torture than anything else.
RFK Jr. said over the weekend?
No.
That he's really looking to end all animal testing.
We can do it. There was a company I met with, Neonc Technologies, that they have an AI that they're doing living cells. So they're for their pre-IND, preclinical studies, which is normally done on animals. They do it in a living, basically a petri dish on living cells and not animals.
It'll be interesting to see who lobbies against that and why.
Exactly.
Follow up.
Yeah, so RFK Jr. said that all of the major agencies are committed to ending animal experimentation, and he's focused specifically on monkey testing or non-human primate testing. He said there's over 100,000 monkeys in primate testing labs around the country. 20,000 are being imported every year. He said he's trying to put an end to that.
Yeah.
But
Gary was talking about cutting spending before.
Yeah.
I just found 1.6 trillion for you.
Look, let's go bigger picture. These politicians over the last 25 years have been laughing at us, putting anything into the budget that you think it's a comedy, but it is so seriously bad. There's surely a veteran on the street right now, homeless in New York City, that if you took 1/1000th of $1 million that is being wasted and took care of that person, put him in a hotel, fed him, get him better, maybe train him to get a job. No, it's going, what they did, a grasshopper on a treadmill a few years ago. I can go on and on and on of the bull crap that they have put into the budget, and they're just laughing at us and laughing at us and laughing at us. And until we get like 10 million people on the mall in Washington, D.C., yelling and screaming at them, enough is enough, they're not going to do anything about it. Why? Because when it all blows up, they're either going to be dead or retired in Washington, D.C., and then they're going to blame each other, both parties, while we're $50 trillion in debt, and a ton of that being waste.
And this is why people are outraged. Don't ask me to pay higher taxes here in New York City when you're wasting money like this, because that gets people incensed.
But here's the thing. This is, I think, the 10th or the 11th year of this report from Senator Rand Paul. So he's really committed to exposing this type of waste. We saw a really valiant effort from the Trump administration just earlier this year trying to eliminate this with DOGE and Elon Musk. I think they cut roughly $200 billion, maybe a little bit more. It's not as much as they wanted to, but it's better than nothing. And I think certainly that momentum and highlighting that effort is something that should be applauded. But look at how D.C. treated Elon Musk. They just about ran him out of town and tarred
The
and
most
feathered
hated
him.
person on earth because he was trying to cut wasteful spending.
Absolutely.
What a concept, huh, to go after something like that.
So then, Taylor, here's like the big question, the $1.6 trillion one. What needs to change? I mean, how can we really inject fiscal responsibility? I mean, according to Rand Paul, we're borrowing $75,000 every
Term limits.
He said it. He said it.
$6 billion a
We
day.
get
everybody
50 million people go down to D.C., and I don't want burning cities. I don't like burning cities.
I didn't
But
say
we
that.
need to. Well, I said that because I get close to wanting to burn that whole
He said
damn
10.
place
You went up to
down.
50 million. So like you're going big.
It's a sin. It's a
revolt
sin.
and make it stop. All those protests in 2020 is how we
but
got
look,
all
if-
that DEI stuff. If there's enough of us protesting this, we'll force them to stop. Voting them out hasn't worked
Just
so
like
far.
they'll never stop spending, if you impose term limits, which will never happen, it'll return civil service to civil service because you'll have a legacy that you'll have to answer for and you'll have a limited amount of time to accomplish things. When you know that there's no end and you can trade stocks endlessly and retire and have all these pork belly products.
Guess who votes on term limits? The culprits.
Yeah,
Case
exactly.
closed.
I know. It won't happen.
Can I just point out one more? $22.6 billion on migrant programs that included furniture, car repairs, home down payments, raising alarms about incentives at our southern border. Obviously, entry has been stopped in this country, but anywhere from the 10 million that are on the books to the 30 million that are estimated that came in receiving freebies from our federal government on the back of the American taxpayer.
And God bless our Defense Department, but haven't they failed 7 audits at this point in time to the tune of
Yes.
bazillions? I would gladly take over DOGE today and become the most hated person out there.
Okay.
Because I'd have several machetes, and it would be pretty easy, but they'd have to give me leeway to really get the job done. I just don't know if it can be done. The system is for them at this point in
That
time.
sounds like a New Year's resolution to me, Gary. We might hold you to it.
The system.
You heard it here first.
Okay,
Why do I have to sit next to the machete wielder?
coming up.
Friendly machetes.